Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel.
Today we're bringing you a new one. We haven't done really one like this, but our channel is a little bit of everything. So
For sure.
so today we're bringing you the Biolite Campstove 2. I picked this up about a week or so ago, and I've used it a handful of times already because it's one of the coolest stoves that I've gotten to use so far.
It is pretty neat. Wait till you see it. You guys are gonna love it.
So kind of the backstory for this is I was trying to find a stove that I didn't have to rely as much on jet fuel, things that I have to carry with me, and this is kind of self-reliant, and the big plus to it is it produces electricity. It's got a little port in there. We'll show you guys in a little bit with a little close-up, so you can charge your phone. It comes with a little light in this package. I got the bundle.
Yeah.
So it comes with the kettle, which all this is in here. We'll take it out in a second. And it also comes with the grill and the light.
You can buy just this here, just the pot and everything. This is the size of it. That's all it is.
Yep, the stove is right inside of the kettle pot. So it actually is nice and condensed if you're backpacking, hiking.
Yeah, you're hanging on the outside of your bag, or if you're at the lake.
Yeah, you could take this kind of anywhere. You could throw it in your truck, lake, beach, have a picnic. You can actually cook yourself some food, especially with the stove.
We're gonna give you guys a little demonstration today of how it works. You know, we're gonna cook up some dogs, some hot dogs that is, and show you how it works. That's the size. Look at that. Nice and compact, stainless steel, nice silicone rubber handles, even the pot up top.
All right, so we have everything here, guys, a little bit closer. So this is everything that comes with this bundle that we have. As we were saying, kettle, good size, gives you a better idea. About a hand size, and what makes this kettle pretty nice is it's got like a ring here, which will set on the stove, and then boom, you're all set. And it also has little vents, so the flame can come out of there.
It's about 1.5 liters.
Yep, 1.5 liters. It's got really nice measure right inside of there. You can start to see it on the outside. And then it also has, I'd say hard plastic lid, and it's also got like a silicone seal. So when you put it on there, it seals really good. You can boil water with this on, and it's got the pour spout, which is really nice. So you can pour out the water. I like the silicone seal too. It definitely doesn't leak out any water, so you don't have to worry about spilling boiling water on yourself or anything like that. The dish that comes with it, pretty good size. As I said, it fits right inside of there.
That was one of the things with the jet stove. It had such a small little base where you set your pot on. It was always seems like it was going to fall over.
Yeah, a little tipsy. The light, we'll show you guys this when we get the stove going, but it's a little touch light that comes with it. So you would just tap on the back, it would light up, and then you tap and hold, it'll start to dim it. So this is a dimming light, which is really nice. It runs right off a USB. Yeah,
so it plugs right in its own thing, and it helps you at night. It's pretty nice.
So I'll move this out of the way. This is the stove. Pretty straightforward. There's a whole bunch of holes right inside of here. So when this Biolite goes on there's a little fan in here. It'll kind of make a vortex of wind inside the stove, which helps your fire. Everything else pretty straightforward. Nice little feet.
The 1 foot also helps lock this on, so you'll see that here in a minute.
Yep, I'll show you guys in a second. Just trying to go through everything here. Comes with a charger for your phone if you use that type of charger anymore. Seems like most things are going Type-C these days.
Yeah, this is just all micro USB.
And then this bugger is the grill attachment. So this comes right off of here, which is really nice because it also
a tray.
Yep, works as a tray if you're eating.
Cool.
So you have your stove here, nice little grate. This little opening right here you can use to feed pellets, sticks, or anything into your stove. So it would rest on there like normal, and then you could just pour your stuff in there, close the lid to keep the heat blasting this way. And then it has little feet that would just come up and allow you to rest it on top of there. It'll free stand. So it's pretty cool. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys a little bit closer of this being assembled so you understand it a little bit better. So this is pretty self-explanatory, but your little rod here that's on the bio stove is going to go right through the hole. And then at the bottom, you'll see that this kind of rests right in here. As soon as you lock the leg, this leg, it'll keep it strapped to it. So you're good at that point.
Pick it right up by that. It's nice.
Yep. And then you just put out the other legs, and then voila, it's all set. So we're going to move this out of the way because, you know, we don't want to make a fire on a moving blanket.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we'll get this started. So again, we gathered some sticks, just small ones. The only reason we're not getting a little bit thicker than this right now is we are going to use wood pellets. You can use either. We prefer the wood pellets for cooking bigger items. I mean, if I was just boiling some water, I'm fine with sticks, but wood pellets burn a little bit longer, hotter, just it's a lot better, so I don't have to keep feeding it constantly. So what I'm going to do is put just a small little handful of pellets in the bottom of this right now. Probably 2 handfuls, just so it covers it up nice. Okay, and then I'm just going to load up a few of these sticks. These are all dry sticks. If you use wet ones, it's going to be a lot harder to get this started. Everything around here is good. If you want to test, just break a stick, and if it snaps, it's dry. If it's wet, it's not going to snap. It's just going to kind of fold.
I'm sure most of you guys looking at a stove like this probably know that. Right?
Yeah, but you know, all inclusive. The whole thing is to get people to, you know, do a little bit of everything. So maybe if this wasn't something you thought you would want to use.
We haven't timed this yet, but if you filled that up with pellets, it would burn for quite a while.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you could cook a meal easy and then boil water for coffee or something.
There's a button on the side here. I'm just going to turn it on to turn the fan on to 1. This will, once it notices that it has fire inside of it after a minute, it will turn its fan on to 1 anyway. I'm just doing it to, you know, put a little air into the fire.
Sorry for the shadows, guys. We are outside, but you get the point. See, it's already smoking already. It happens quick.
Yeah, you just want to make sure you don't overthrow the sticks in there and suffocate out the fire. What I also do like about this is when it starts to heat up and then you're getting a lot of smoke, with that wind in there, it keeps it nice and toasty, so it'll get to about the combustion stage, so you can turn up the fan, and that will usually kick the fire going. Or sometimes I just give a quick blow in there when it's already going, and it just poof, lights up.
Like I said, you can see how easy this is, but it did come with those impregnated pieces of wood stuff to help start the fire.
Yeah, I just use the paper towel because when this is apart and I put this in there, I put a paper towel. I set it in there so I don't get any of the soot on the actual device. Well, this is you know, starting to light up, guys. I'm going to show you the little USB. So I'm going to use the light. You just take this little plug down. You can plug in your light, okay? And then I'll try to block this for you guys, but you can see it lights up.
It looks funny on camera because
it flickers, but if I were to hold it, it will dim down.
But yeah, you have that at night shining over your top of your grill or your thing. You keep an eye on everything you're doing.
Because this is nice and bendy too, so you can adjust it where you need it, which is very, very awesome. And again, since you do have the USB, you can charge your cell phone, so that's up to you.
What I think is cool about it is while it's heating, it's literally charging that battery in that device.
Yep, and then
cool.
A cool little, not even a safety feature, what's really nice is if you're draining the battery to charge your phone, like if you use this pack separately to just charge your phone without a fire, it won't let the battery fall below 10%, so it always has energy to fire the fan on 1. So that's also really nice. So I'm just gonna get this grill, I'm gonna flop this lid here first and then set it on there, and boom, we're all nice and steady. Our feet are solid, we're good. As I said, this flap is really nice because you can put more wood pellets in there as you choose, need to add more, or jam sticks. Again, we're just using wood pellets for this. When this starts to heat up, just make sure you use something to open or close it because this does get hot, as you could imagine.
What's cool about it is the way it directs the heat up through all these holes in the grate, so it evenly cooks pretty good.
Yep, so I let this sit on here for just a minute or so it starts to get warm, and then we can throw some hot dogs on there.
We have already made burgers on here, heated water, bunch of stuff. So
just a little note that we've learned through this, the way that this vortexes the fire inside of there, the hottest part of this grill will be in this corner. So just keep that in mind. So if you want to cook something faster, put it on this corner, and you can always rotate to cook it faster.
Like maybe that thicker steak or thicker burger over there on that side. Or burgers on that side, hot dogs over here, something like that.
How's 3? There's 3. You want a hot dog over there, pal? All right, and then I just want to show you guys in the front here. So there's 3, as we said earlier. This one is just what your fire's at. So the faster you put that fan, the heat's going to be higher. The middle one is your fan speed. There's 4 speeds. I think we're on 2 or 3 right now. 3. So this is max. So the faster you put it up, it's going to put more wind in there, so your fire will burn hotter and faster. but keep in mind you'll go through fuel pretty quick. So, you know, get that balance. And then the light all the way to the right is just your battery percentage. We're at full battery because I haven't really used this to charge anything, and I've been cooking on it like nonstop. All right, well, these hot dogs are almost done. While they're finishing up here, guys, I'm just gonna show you. If you were to flip this up here, you can fuel it, just as I was saying. You could put sticks in there, pellets. Since we did use pellets, we haven't had to add any pellets to this at all. I mean, we are cooking hot dogs. If you were cooking steaks or hamburgers, something that might take longer, again, you'll have to lift that probably, add some more fuel.
I think if you filled that with pellets, you could easily cook your steak easy.
Oh, they also say, I just wanted to add on to that, is don't fill it above 3/4 of inside of there. So if I was loading it with pellets, I'm not gonna heap it right to the tip top. Just keep it around 3/4. Then you'll be good. So we can close that, keep the heat going on this. We also got a pot of oil. We're gonna boil that up and make some hot chocolate too, so you guys can see the pot on the stove as well. It's really cool. It also boils water super fast. We're only gonna cook 2 cups, so that'll give you guys an idea. It's been just about 5 minutes. The dogs are done. I mean, they're already pre-cooked, so you're just heating them up anyway, but they're looking pretty good. So I used the grill cover as a little plate because we didn't bring any. So I'm just gonna try to scoop this up and not lose it.
That's what it is. It is a tray.
So I'm gonna set these to the side right now. Hopefully we don't lose them. And I'm gonna take off the grill. Don't ever touch this bare hand because it's gonna be hot. You're okay with touching the legs, they'll be good. And they also lock, so don't be afraid of like grabbing it and it folding in and burning you. Just give it a good pickup. Make sure wherever you set it, it's not gonna light anything on fire. So I'm just gonna set it here. We're good here. I'm gonna add a few more pellets into this because if you look in there, we burnt a good portion of them. We still got a little bit of life in there, but just so we can get the water boiling. Again, sticks is a little bit easier because they're longer and you can toss them. If you had like a little scooper or something, you could put wood pellets in there easier. The flame's gonna die out for a second until those pellets get to the combustion point. So as soon as it starts, actually, I'll probably put this pot of water on there now, so.
Yeah, don't forget to set your timer. We'll see how long it takes to boil a couple cups.
I'm gonna put the fan up to 2 then, so it'll be on the second speed. Were we on the second? That's full. We'll keep it on 2 to go for time, so that way we're not burning fuel really fast, but once this combusts, we'll put the pot on there and get timing. So
get some ketchup on them dogs.
In the meantime, so we're going to put the lid on this. This is 2 cups of water. Have it on there good. This is on the second thing of air blowage, so the second setting. So I'm just gonna set this kettle on here. Just as a side note, I'll hit the stopwatch before we get going. There we go. So we have a timer right here so we can see how fast we can get this to boil. Again, this is only on 2, the second setting instead of 4. So on 4, it's gonna boil faster, but you know. A little side note that I wanna tell you guys, always try to keep the handle of this towards your actual bio stove because the way that this shapes out, it kind of keeps the heat away from the handles. So good to know. If your fire's getting too big, you can always lower the setting so it's not blowing out of there. So that's up to you, but it will adjust your boiling time.
Sorry if you were hearing a little noise there. I was enjoying one of those hot dogs.
Yeah, I got one right here.
All right, everybody, we are just about 3 minutes, 15 seconds in. We're gonna take the lid off and see where we're at on that. Always be careful.
Yeah, always make sure you got your hand on that.
It's already steaming already, so.
Yeah, it's already got some bubbles down there that are coming up, so I mean,
probably
a little bit longer.
4 minutes or so without burning your face off. The water be nice.
Yeah, if you're going for a rapid boil, I'd definitely.
Maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 to 7 probably for a good rapid boil.
And if you want it to go even faster, you could turn that fan off,
Yeah,
which will make
again,
it.
we're only on 2, so it can go faster. And it looks like our fuel's about out, so it's not gonna boil too much more. Yep, and we're out now. So adding those few pellets gave us about 4-ish minutes.
And the water's steaming hot, so
we're good.
nice cup of coffee or tea.
Yeah, we're tea drinkers. We don't do that coffee stuff.
We don't, but we know
Some
a lot
of you
people
may.
do.
All right, everybody. So since we got the water all hot and we're out of fuel, I'm just gonna set this to the side there. Again, make sure you're not setting this on anything that will burn. No tent bottoms or anything crazy.
And on a level ground too.
Yeah, level ground. You don't want to tip. As you can see, we're out of flame in here. We do have some coals. So since we're all done with it for today, we've cooked everything we needed. We're gonna let this completely cool down. So with the bio stove, once you have it on, let's say on the first setting, you just leave this here, and once it gets cool enough, the stove will shut off. So once you hear the fan stop, you know, like, okay, it's cool enough to dump the ashes. And always be safe when you're dumping ashes. Make sure you're not lighting or setting them somewhere that they could relight. And
thought you guys might like to see a little bit of the lake. Pretty nice. Nice day. Start to see some of them colors change too.
all right, everybody. So that pretty much sums up this video. I did want to throw in there about the brush. Get these pretty cheap on Amazon, you know, local stores. When you disassemble this, this is cool now. So when I disassemble this, I can pull this out. It will be a little bit tough because it does get some soot and stuff on there. So I'm just going to set this down quick. Actually, I'll have you hold it. And then all I do is lightly get the brush, a little wire brush, just give it a quick clean to make sure it's got none of that soot, ash, or anything on there. And I also do that for inside of there. I'll just give it a quick wipe around. So
yeah, get the brush or the brush, get the ash and stuff out of there.
And then what I do, as I was saying, is when I'm home, I'll grab one paper towel and I'll set it over the top there. And then when I put this in there, I'll set it onto the paper towel. So that way the paper towel keeps the side of this clean from any soot that's inside of there. I'm not going to put it in there just yet because I don't know if it's a little one in there.
A little, not bad. Plus, it also helps keep that clean and helps you start a fire on your next round.
Yeah, that's what we did for this when we first started. Use some of that paper towel just from that. So it works as a combustion source, and it also keeps it nice and clean. So I think that sums it up.
Yeah, if you guys got any questions or anything, leave them in the comment section. We'll have links to all this stuff down below as well. If you're interested in any of it, it is pretty cool stuff.
Oh, yeah, if you guys have any questions. Did you say that already?
Yeah.
Oh, geez, where was I? Oh, I was trying to put this in my mouth.
Make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Yep, I hope you guys like this video, and
we appreciate the support.
Definitely.
Till next time, try something new.
Do a little bit of everything.
Whenever your heart is broken.